Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's 1 million by 1 million strategy roundtable for entrepreneurs. 1M, as you know, is the first global virtual accelerator for technology startups in the world. Our mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurs reach $1 million and beyond in annual revenue. In support of that mission, we do these free mentoring roundtables week after week after week, year after year. This is 698. This is the 698th session for us. Free session. We also have roundtables within the premium program, which have also been going on since 2010. So very long program going on for a very long time. We've had the opportunity to work with tons and tons of people. Over 300,000 people have participated in these programs. This is a safe working session. You don't need to be nervous. We're not trying to entertain people. This is an opportunity for us to work on your business and figure out what could help you accelerate your journey. So don't be nervous, don't be defensive. I'll tell you what I can, what I see and how you might be able to remove your roadblocks. Please feel free to ask questions. If you disagree with my feedback, that's fine. It's your venture. You do what you want. We are going to do one entrepreneur coaching session today, but if there are people in the room who want to talk to me, please let Maureen know in the public chat or with a private message to her, and she'll make you a panelist and you can talk to me, okay? So our first presenter is Sumitha from Kerala, India. Sumitha, I've been to Kerala and I loved Kerala. So it's great to hear from you. I gave a keynote at a TaiCon Kerala in 2012, and my husband and I took the time to spend a good 7-10 days going around Kerala and looking at your beautiful state. So go ahead, unmute your line if you want to. What's going on? Where is Sumitha's audio, Dominique? Maureen?
Good morning, Shramana. Can you hear me?
Now I can. Perfect.
Thank you for having me here. And also, it's great to know that you loved our state. It's been. Please come again to Kerala.
I would love to. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, good morning, everyone. And once again, thank you for having me. I'm Sumitha. I'm the co-founder of Aevum. So we have a pretty bold mission ourselves. So our mission is to make wellness as personal as your DNA and as dynamic as your life. So most wellness apps give you generic advice that ignores who you actually are. So people in emerging markets like India, they abandon these platforms 4 times faster than users elsewhere. So that leaves billions in health data go unused, while preventable conditions go undetected. Aevum is here to change. So we combine your DNA, real-time biology, and cultural context into one intelligent health companion. So let me tell you what's broken in wellness today. So mental health tools are very reactive. They wait for the crisis instead of catching early warning signs. That's what we have noticed. People juggle multiple apps with zero integration. Nothing talks to each other. And then there's a cultural disconnect. Like 90% of wellness apps use Western approaches that don't work for our local beliefs and behaviors. And there are like preventable conditions like cancer are caught too late, and nutritional deficiencies were completely undiagnosed. So these gaps affect millions of people's health outcomes. Next slide, please.
So,
yeah,
I'm curious how you're going to do this, because your second point about delayed cancer diagnosis, colon cancer, breast cancer, these are cancers that need regular screening, right? There's colonoscopy, there's mammogram, stuff like that, and there doesn't seem to be any culture of this kind of preventive screening in India. I've tried to talk my friends and my family members to do this stuff, and they're like, oh, we have no symptoms. Well, by the time you have symptoms, it's a bit late. But there is no culture of that in India, it seems.
Yeah, so that's what even the people who use these, I mean, they are not very aware of this. Like there are these screenings available. They're not aware of this thing. Mostly like urban people, they might know these happening. But even if you go to the tier 2 or tier 3, people are not so much bothered about this. So,
but even in tier 1 cities, people don't do it.
Yeah, so I mean, now that's what we are trying to address also through our app. We want people to use this app so that these warnings they can come to. I mean, they are able to identify these risk or everything by using their genetic data. So that's where our solution comes. Like we are an AI-powered health platform that combines your DNA, mood patterns, and voice analysis to deliver truly personalized care. So we use LLM-based personalized coaching that will adapt your culture, your local foods, family dynamics, and traditional rituals. So we are not just reading the genetic data, we also track the biological shifts through epigenetic patterns to see how stress, diet, and environment are changing your health in real time. So we also detect the mood changes through a technology called RPPG, remote photoplethysmography. This is a contactless technology which uses your phone camera to signal the which captures the skin color through blood flow. It can help detect your heart rate, stress level, and mood changes. And we also use smart journaling with AI insight and track your biological age. So it's like having a health companion that knows when you're stressed even before you do.
Is this product already out there? Is this happening?
This technology is already out there. There's a RPPG technology, and they also have massive like response to it. It's still in the, if I would say, it is still in the initial stage, but it is. There are studies that it shows that you can already do this.
Well, what does that mean? Technology. So you are building this on somebody else's technology?
This no, this we would be using this technology on our app, so that through your phone, these
so this is not your technology.
No, this is not our technology.
So you're just going to put a wrapper around it and try to sell it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this is only one of the features of our app. I mean, this is to track your stress levels or your vitals and all those things. So this is only one feature that we are going to integrate into our app.
Okay.
Yeah, along with our Start Smart Journaling and AI companion.
Okay, keep going.
Yes. So we are building an early detection for mental health and cancer risk and lifestyle plans based on your actual biology. And so it's an all-in-one platform that connects your biology, emotions, and your daily behavior.
So there is at the beginning of this, there is some sort of a DNA testing kit that you're going to be sending to people, or people are supposed to somehow interface with it, and there's some technology behind that you're working with. You'll get that in DNA information and then build the personalization on top of that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. That's what we are going to
do. Okay.
So, next slide, please. So this is our business model, which has multiple revenue streams that is built on each other. So how it starts is people start with DNA testing kits, then they convert to ad subscriptions, which with coaching and insights. From there, we add expert consultations and premium add-ons like cancer risk panels and biological age. And after that, we are also we will be also building corporate wellness dashboards.
So what is the business model? I don't understand what is the business model.
So the business model is once we start, I mean, we will be starting with the DNA testing kits. So the people would do the DNA test and they will get the reports. And on top of that, they
Oh, that's
can.
that's not called a business model. Is how do you as a company make money? What is that business model?
So this is our revenue. These are our revenue streams. We will be making money through this DNA and testing, DNA test, and then through app subscriptions, monthly.
So
It
people
would
are
be.
going to pay for this DNA test kit, and you're going to take a commission on it. Is that what you're saying?
No. We will be. We are not taking commission on DNA tests. We will have providers who will be doing the DNA test for us, and we will get the reports from them. And these reports are given to the people.
So you don't make any money from DNA testing?
We might have some margin on the DNA test that we are sending out, but yeah, most of it will go to the DNA test provider, and yeah.
Okay.
And the other revenue stream will be app subscriptions. Then we will be also making money through this teleconsultations. We are also building upon a premium model. So initially, people would have some
So what is going on here? This teleconsultation, is that a marketplace? When you say freemium model with tiered premium coaching, who's providing the coaching? Is these your people, or is this AI? Is this experts? How is this a marketplace? What is the business model?
So then these apps, the coaching, what we are telling about the coaching is AI coaching. AI coaching and insights is given by AI. And expert consultations, if you would like to connect with any doctors or physicians or genetic counselors, we can add expert consultation. That's what we mean by expert consultation.
So does that mean that you're trying to build a marketplace of expert consultants?
Yes, we would eventually have an expert consultation plan where you can opt in if you want to connect with any genetic counselor.
No, but you have to have for people to be able to find expert consultants to work with. You're going to need to bring together a bunch of teleconsultants who are willing to work with you. And what is the business model for that? Are you trying to do a marketplace? Is this a two-sided marketplace where people who are looking for consulting are meeting consultants, doctors or whatever?
We will have initially we will be having an in-house expert where so on.
How can you do that? It's going to cost a fortune to build a panel of experts of all these different backgrounds. That's not something that people with that kind of background are going to cost a lot, and they're not going to come and work for you for nothing. Right?
By experts, we are like looking for doctors in psychiatry. We will be having psychologists and genetic counselors and also nutritionists. So these are that's what we are.
But then you're talking about oncologists, and you're talking about all kinds of experts.
Yeah, but that's a premium add-on that people would be looking for. So that is that.
Okay, anyway, there are lots of issues with your business model, but let's keep going.
Okay.
And this doesn't tell me 22 billion personalization gap in health tech. This is not how to do a market sizing. You need a bottom-up market sizing. This is not how you do market sizing. So market sizing, bottom-up market sizing is based on what revenue you're going to make if you own 100% of the market. So please do that analysis and figure that out. This is not market sizing.
Okay.
So where are you? What's your stage right now? Do you have something that you can go to market with?
We are in the initial stages of MVP development. We are working with one of our team member who is a tech guy, and he is building our MVP at the
And this is the AI coaching product. Is that the MVP?
Yes, it will be having the AI assistant and an initial platform where you can order DNA test and you get the DNA testing done.
So, but
And
what data set are you training your AI coach on?
so since in India market, it is not, I mean, it's not very easy to get the data regard genetic data set. We will be using Open API, and then we also have collected data from ICMR where they have a study done on 10,000 people. That genetics data is available, so we will be getting that. That is for our initials.
But if you want to do coaching on health and wellness, you're going to need to train on a data set. AI does not work in vacuum. AI needs data sets to be trained on. Your personalization is not going to work unless you have a data set with which to train it.
Yes, so we will be having beta testing where we will be collecting the initial data.
Where? From where? What data?
For that, we have to launch our app.
No, you don't. You can't launch your app without a data set. This product is not viable without a data set to train your personalization engine on. How does this product get built without a data set to train on?
We will be using Open API for the initial data.
Open API is not data. Open API achieves nothing. If you cannot offer coaching, AI coaching, without a data with which to train the AI. Where is the AI getting the knowledge with which to coach? That's the question.
We are also going to use this genetic data set that we initially have, and we are trying to build on that for the initial one.
You don't have a data strategy. Anybody who looks at this business is going to tell you that this is not going to work because you don't have a strategy for an initial data set. You need a strategy for the initial data set. Without that, this product is not going to work.
Okay.
What are you trying to do? What brings you here?
I didn't understand your question.
So what did you come here for? What were your questions with which you came here?
I would like to know what you think about this and what insights do you have about this?
So what I think about the concept is that if you can do personalized wellness coaching, including, coaching people to do preventive tests on cancer diagnosis and so forth, genetic testing, etc., that's valuable. But this coaching is not possible without a data set to train your AI on. Okay. So what I see missing from what you have presented here is, where is that training data? What training data are you going to do this on? And it's a glaring hole in your entire concept. This business is not going to go anywhere unless you can access training data with which to train your AI. So you need a strategy for where you get that training data. Go figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's see. There's a bunch of messages here. Jishan Kapoor. I'm working on the first AI-powered phone number that works without Wi-Fi and data pack. I don't have a formal pitch, although I do have a website and working prototype. Rajesh Dagar, yes, I would like to know your opinion about EdTech in India and worldwide. Ishan Kapoor, is there a way I could connect or get any opinion on this? Both of you can talk through the phone or through the computer. Okay, Jishan, you can unmute your line. We can go to
Hi.
you next.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Yeah.
fine.
Just 1 second. Yeah. So I'm Dishan Kapoor, and I'm currently in my third year computer science in University of Toronto. I'm currently located in Canada, and I'm working on the first AI-powered SIM card, or let's say AI-powered phone number. And the issue right now with I would say phone number is that they don't have AI in it. So
They don't have?
AI in it. So artificial intelligence they don't have.
So what is artificial intelligence in a phone number?
So for example, if I receive a message from my grandmother that she's ill, that she's not well, and my phone is switched off, and I mean, or if I receive a call from my grandmother that she's ill, and there's nothing I can do when my phone is switched off. I mean, why? So my AI, it's automatically gonna send it to my dad or my mom, and it's automatically gonna call my telling that to reach out to my grandmother. So this is only one such example. Or for example, I receive a lot of SMS from my account, from my bank, or
So
my yeah.
So let's take the use case that you're talking about is grandmother's trying to reach you. She needs help, and the AI will automatically routes it to your mother or your father or somebody
Yeah,
who
yeah.
who is available. So where does this AI need to sit?
The thing with AI is it does not sit. I mean, it's with our server, so neither you or not me needs a Wi-Fi or data pack.
No, but the phone call is coming through some system. Either it's coming through WhatsApp, or it's coming through the
No,
regular phone
it,
company,
it's
or it's coming through.
it comes regular to your phone. So, for example, like a normal phone call, it comes and AI is there.
So, but normal, if it's coming through a normal phone call, that is coming through a phone company. The
Yeah.
AI will then need to be in the phone company's system.
No, I mean that's the thing. So we provide with phone numbers to you, which works normally on your phone. It does not need any Wi-Fi or data pack. It works like a normal phone number, but it has AI in it.
I'm not sure I understand. How does a
So
phone number
so
work without any
that's
communication system?
yeah, that's a technology. That's what we were working on. That's what I was.
Explain to me. I'm a computer
Yeah,
scientist from MIT, so please explain to me.
yeah,
I think I
yeah.
can understand if you
So
explain to me.
yeah, so for example, I mean, you come to my website. I give you a phone number, a real phone number, and it's on a phone, okay. And when a message comes to that phone, it automatically gets transmitted to it has AI in it, the phone number, so it automatically gets transmitted to other people as per your rules defined. So
So this is you're talking about a phone number that you distribute to people, and people basically send you stuff in that phone number, and that phone number acts as a router.
yeah, that's only one example. Yeah.
Okay, what are other
So
examples?
for example, if I have a normal phone, I could make calls to you. I could make international calls to you. So I mean, with my technology, I mean, we are the first company, I would say. I mean, unless Google or any other company goes into loss. So we have the highest margins because the APS which I have made uh, have around 60 to 70% of the margins. So that's one thing.
So
Thirdly,
what is this built on? What technology is this built on?
okay, so I mean, I created my own technology. I made my own everything. So I mean, for example, if I need to do international calling to you right now via my phone with no Wi-Fi or no data pack, I can call you directly. And so here's the thing: the call does not go via the international borders. It goes domestically and then via VoIP and then comes to the to to you. So there's no interference of international borders. That's one thing. I mean, suppose I want to call to you, and in Canada or like in USA, I have AT&T SIM. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
AT&T would transmit calls via countries. So each country, or like if I call to you, then USA as well as India are gonna charge a late fee, but our
Mm-hmm.
calls are not routed internationally. We make international calls, but without international borders. So we so domestically. Here's the thing. First, the calls goes domestically from USA to USA to our servers, then USA to India via our server. So here
You're gonna put servers in different countries to route these calls.
well, we already have servers in India and Canada. So I could call to you right now via
So you
normal.
have a server in India, you have a server in Canada that you're routing these calls through. Okay,
Yeah.
and you need to replicate that model. Okay, now let's go to the use cases of who would be interested in getting a phone number like this that
Okay.
is outside of the normal phone system.
It's not outside of the normal phone system. I mean,
It is.
it acts like a normal phone system.
No, but you don't have the marketing muscle of an AT&T or a Verizon or so on, right? So you have to acquire customers. To
Yes.
acquire customers, you have to go out there and acquire customers. How are you going to acquire customers? Who's going to want to switch from regular, and why are they going to switch from
Okay.
regular customers?
So for example, I mean, you must receive a lot of spam messages.
Yes,
And
tons.
and with my AI phone number, you're not gonna get any spam messages. That's one thing.
Because
Because AI filters each message firstly.
and why do you assume that that is not going to be put in, that kind of AI spam filtering is not going to be put in by the regular phone companies? It's surprising that they haven't put in yet, but
they haven't. That's the point. They haven't.
That's not an assumption that you can make that they will not.
I mean, we have the first lead right now.
Yeah, it's not a first lead of any consequence because these are much bigger companies with much bigger resources. You have no resources.
Right.
So that's a question. So, but startups work, right? This is our world. Startup and innovation is our world. So just because somebody has more resources doesn't mean that your concept cannot work. So we have to find a go-to-market strategy with which you can make a business like that work. So my guidance to you would be figure out who desperately needs something like this that is outside of the regular phone system and would want to try something like that. Who is that customer profile, ideal customer profile?
Okay, so I mean, all the Google Voice user are gonna need this. I mean, there are high chances if you're using Google Voice, you're gonna migrate to our services.
Why?
Because I mean, to bring it like directly via Google Voice with AI built in, that's one of the core features.
Google is not going to sit idle, right? If this is if this is something that customers are looking for, and they want to do AI, Google can do AI better than you. I trust me, Google can do AI better than you.
Yeah, I know. Google are not gonna come to cellular. I mean, Google won't be coming. Google won't be competing with AT&T or like
Right.
regular phone companies. We compete with both.
So that is not a reason for me to switch to your service. If you think I'm a potential customer, give me a reason why I should switch to your service.
I mean, it's an AI powered phone number. That's one thing, but
that pitch doesn't work for me.
Okay.
That pitch doesn't work for me. Your go-to-market strategy doesn't work. There's probably something in there, but I don't see the go-to-market strategy yet. And I don't see any defensibility either.
Okay.
Because if AI is not being used for spam filtering, it will be used for fast spam filtering.
Yeah, it's gonna take time, but
No, it's not. It's not going to take that much time.
Okay.
I doubt it. Spam is a big problem, so spam is going to get taken care of. And if it has not been taken care of, everything is seeing AI penetration right now. if spam filtering hasn't been taken care of, I would wonder why not.
It's not only spam, but there are other things also. But I do understand what you're getting into. Yeah.
But you're not able to articulate to me why I should switch to your phone number. Unless you can do that, you will not be able to acquire customers. That's the issue.
So, for example, I receive a lot of bank messages and text messages. Why does it come to me? Why does not it get forwarded directly to my accountant? All the financial messages should go to my accountant. That's one.
Go to where? You're where?
To my accountant.
Go to where?
Accountant, as in my yeah.
Accountant.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, okay. So this was one of the feature we had, and
your messages will go to your accountant if your accountant is being made the contact for your accounting system. Accounting system. If there's an accounting system, let's say you're using QuickBooks as your accounting system. And for messages, there will be a contact that you're going to have to select. If you are the contact, it'll come to you. If you're not the contact, if your accountant needs to be the contact, messages will go to the accountant. That is, AI is not going to determine that. This is determined by who is set up. So instead of setting it up in AI, it's going to be set up at source. I don't see any reason why it should be. It needs AI to determine who receives accounting messages. I don't like your use cases. They're not compelling. Your use cases are not compelling. You haven't thought it through on who is the ideal customer profile who needs this technology.
okay.
So there's clearly something that you have in mind that you want to do, but it needs a lot of work to figure out why this is important, who wants it, why they're going to switch out of their current systems to something like this. What is the compelling use case for which people are going to change?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Maureen, I saw that you were doing some gymnastics with the slides. What are we trying to do here? Are we talking to Rajesh next? You uploaded Rajesh's slides. Okay, let me see if I can find. I need to take control, otherwise I cannot move slides, Maureen. You took away control from me. I cannot get to slides. Just a second, Rajesh.
Sure.
If you want me to use the slides, then I need to be able to look at the slides, or the screen is blank.
Yeah.
Click on the share button at the bottom. It's a square with the upward arrow.
Yeah.
And then select Rajesh's slides.
I don't see Rajesh's slides. Oh, hold on 1 second. No. This is Vedanta ERP?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Rajesh.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks so much for the opportunity. So probably I'll stop my video, but I'll continue on the voice.
Sure.
So first of all, thank you so much, both of you, Maureen and Saramana. Please help me, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Sharmana.
Okay, great. So I thank you so much. One of the thing that I really liked about you when you're explaining on the LinkedIn, funding is not something should be your ideal goal, right? So I was just going through that, but anyways, so I'll just explain you about what I'm doing and what are we trying to sort of solve as a problem. we already have a lot of customers. We are currently giving services to 500,000 parents in India.
Mhm.
So do you want me to explain this slide, or it sounds like more or less self-explanatory in a sense?
I can't
And
read slides and make sense of it. This is the first time I see
okay,
this. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. 271
okay,
million plus million what? 271
I'll
plus million what?
I'll tell you the kind of user here in India, the registered student, right? The number of students who are registered here in India.
So
Okay,
there are 271 million students in India?
and that's true.
Okay.
And that's the data that I've taken from a CS from a report which annually been published here in India. So that's where it is. I've taken it from.
And is your product catering to these students or parents or teachers? Who is the product for?
So the product is primarily for the parents to track their students, all their performances, pay the fees, see their homework, see the assignments and everything. At the same time, the teachers are on the another side of where they are, pushing the data to the app, and the parents are able to, see all those, what are the homework given to a child, or it actually kind of a, mobile app which is being used by both sides, the
And
parents
who's
as well.
buying the product? Who's paying for it?
The schools are paying for it, and in our case, since we have tied up with most of the public sector and private banks in India, so they are kind of subventing our product, and in the following slides you would be able to see that. So essentially, the product is used by the school, and then banks also come into picture, and you will be get more clarity in the further
Okay,
slides when I explain it, right?
keep
So
going.
this is one of, yeah, can I continue?
Yes, please, absolutely.
Great. so so the problem that we are trying to solve here in India, and I'm not sure if it is a worldwide problem or not, and that's why I thought I'll have your opinion on that. So it is very difficult to get the right kind of information at the right time for a particular child. For example, when the child is starting from the school, right? So whether they boarded the bus or not, they have reached to the school or not, whether they are bunking the school and so on and so forth, right? So
Mhm.
this is one side where the parent are not getting absolute and real time information about the child. And on the educator side also, a lot of the time, let's say if you are coming to meet me and I'm a school principal, I'll be really struggling to get all the data about the performance of the child, or the regularity of the child, attendance of the child, and so on and so forth, right?
Mhm.
So this app would actually empower you as a principal to just punch in the admission number of the student and get all the data immediately of all the years, uh, starting from when the student was actually admitted in the school, right? So this was, and this has been, in fact, not was, but it is the problem right now also, because most of the schools are not automated here in India till
Mhm.
now. I would say even less than 35% schools have a ERP kind of thing, right? So ERP, I'm sure you are aware about. So they have some kind of fees management solution, you know,
Mhm.
uh, maybe probably a small solution for creating a report card or something, but they don't have a very comprehensive solution like Vedanta, which basically provides a very real-time information using app notifications, giving all the kind of information required at the right time so that parents can make the decisions, right? So it's more like a software which helps with equipped with the mobile app also.
Okay.
Now, since we are started quite early, like we started building the product in 2015, but since I was parallelly working in a company called Fidelity Investments, so I have left the job in 2018, and then I, kind of started working full time on it. So if I tell you this, currently we have, in fact, a little outdated slide. Currently, we have 1,000 schools, college, universities on board, and about 500,000 parents, as I already told you, is actively using this application on a daily basis, right? One of the since the customer is quite centric for us, and we take care of every uh, pain to ensure the customers are happy, so we are able to retain almost 95 to 97% of the customers.
Rajesh, what is the pricing model? So 700 customers are paying. How are you charging them?
That's in the next slide, probably, if you can move. Okay, I mean, here is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how. So there are three, categories here in India. So right. So one is a B2B. When I say B2B, I'm directly selling to the school, right? So 99 rupees per year per student, right? When the student paid by the school, right? So minimum 300 is something that we bill. So this is like roughly 30,000 plus in India for per school per year. Now, there are certain schools which says, you know what, I don't want to pay you, so you rather directly charge from my parent, right? So in that case, we directly charge the parents, but since maybe not 100% of the parents come on board immediately, because they make it as an optional app for the parent. So I charge them a higher price from them, because assuming that first year or maybe more than that, there will be some percentage of the parent which probably would not like to pay or anything. So in that case, I say to the school that I'm going to charge 150 rupees per year from when you decide to pay directly by the parents, and I would be giving this application free of cost for your staff, and because ultimately they have to feed this data, right? And so on. So this is second model. Third model, which is most important for me, and most of our customers fall into this category, is they have multiple branches. For example, I have one customer who has 153 schools plus some universities and things. So for them, we give them 4,000 per month as an average cost per branch, right? So where there is a minimum 10 branch they have to give us, and then that's how it works, right? So this is like my business model.
So now go back to the schools that you have, and tell me what is the composition of what you just described. How many are school paid, how many are parent paid, how many are multiple branches, and what is the business?
Correct. So 50% of my customers are branch schools, which has more than 10 branches. Almost 45% of the B2B model, where schools decides to pay for them. And I
Okay.
would say about 5 to 6% schools are doing the B2C category, where we directly charge from the parents.
Okay. And what is the total revenue? This is the recurring revenue. People are paying you on an annual basis, yes?
That's right.
And what is your ARR, annual recurring revenue, right now?
So that's something that, if you look at my next slide, that's something I'm currently preparing. Like probably, so generally we are a team of 25 people, and our last turnover was 6.5 CR in Indian rupees. So that's how, and we'll provide those details also on that sense.
And so 6.5 crore annual recurring revenue with 25 people, does that cover your costs?
That's right. I'm probably making around 40-45% in the margin.
Okay. All right. So you have a business that is working, and you're able to acquire customers, charge them, and you're able to operate profitably with a 25-person team. That is where you are currently. and you're
Right,
trying to
right.
raise money?
That's where I'm started thinking on, like, it's time to, looking into sort of a growth angle, right? So yeah,
So
so
this is the problem that you have, is
sure.
that this kind of slow growth business is not what investors fund. So is there a way to accelerate this business? Like, can you, let's say you have been operating since 2015, now it's 2025, 10 years later, you do have a 6.5 crore business,
Correct.
which is, 10 years to build a 6.5 crore business is fine. It's a profitable business, sustainable business. As a bootstrap business, it's fine, but it
Correct.
is not
So my
a
strategy, if
fundable
you look
business.
at, Mhm. I agree, and I have a couple of investors already, looking to this and onboarding, but then again, there's still some discussion going on. If you look at, just go to my strategy slide, so that I can explain you a bit more on that.
This one?
Yeah, here is it, right? So one of the thing that we off late figured it out, that and initially it was a lot of struggle. I can tell you, even to reach out to a principal was a real struggle, right? Then we in post, I would say during the COVID time, we really find out that, okay, this is one of the way where we could definitely take it up. So on the right hand side, if you look at, these are our banking partners, like HDFC, Axis, Yes Bank, and so on, right? So one more bank we have recently added, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that there is a business model going on in India where HDFC relationship manager will go to the nearest school and would propose him that, you know what, along with the banking service, I will also give you a software, a business software, which will help you automate your business, right? In return of the account, which means that you have to keep your fees account with me, and my partner Vedanta will implement the ERP for you, and you will get it a free of cost. And in that case, the bank is going to pay me, right? So
Wow.
that's became a good win-win for all three of us. But I don't have to pay a penny, or my customer acquisition cost is drastically reduced, maybe from 100 to almost 10%, right?
Okay.
And that's happened post COVID. So most of our acceleration of the new customers happened during COVID and beyond. Now all these RNs, I have currently have this workforce of about 9,000 around HDFC, and almost 99,000 for Canara Bank. So that's the workforce that I have to kind of penetrate my product to them, tell them that, okay, we have got a central agreement with your bank, now you have to sell this Vedanta ERP to all your customers, right? So that's where I find that I need money to sort of accelerate it to 10x, in that sense, because reaching out to them, telling them about the product so that they can go to the customer and start selling it. Okay.
So just a second, in this
Sure.
mode, you say you have 300 plus leads. Have you converted these leads, or do you have business from the banks where banks are paying for the ERP?
Correct. So the way it happens is like, there's a model where the bank RM will generate a lead, connect my team for the demo, and then my team will chase that customer for the closer, along with that local bank RM, right? So these 300 plus leads are from different banks, and we sort of create a different MIS for each bank, and update them on regular basis.
But have you got business out of this? Is a portion of your
Yeah,
6.5
I mean,
crore
very
business
correct.
being paid by banks?
Yes, we have got about uh, 300 plus customers, and the large customers. In fact, there is a recent, just yesterday, Maureen was actually telling me to send the mail, but I was traveling that time. So HDFC has actually funded a group for 15 lakh rupees for an year, right? So there is a group called Wilford, St. Wilford Group School. They have got about 30 schools, and for each school, HDFC will pay me 50,000 per year,
Okay.
which comes around,
This is very
120.
interesting. This is
Yeah.
very, very interesting.
So
Okay, so what do you need help with?
yeah, I just need help with two things. One is I need to make, because I'm a tech person. I'm not a salesperson or a business person. So me and Nisha is actually trying to build things from a so what I was in fact I'm in touch with couple of uh, mentors who could help us in terms of provide us the right business strategy, help us to establish that strategy, and of course then move to some good investors, good value investors, not only in terms of money but also in terms of guidance on the growth side of it. Now, having said that, uh, since we are making money and we are not in hurry, to be honest, uh, obviously there is a goal setting also needs to be done. So we just need a mentor at this moment, I would say.
Okay, well, that's what we do. So 1M is one of the world's most well-known startup mentoring services. So you're in the right place. Let me switch. So hang on, let me switch to the slides and tell you. I'm going to explain for all of you how to use 1 million by 1 million if you are looking for mentoring. So let's go through that. Everything is virtual. So 1M by 1M, you start your journey at 1mby1m.com. There is, sorry, this is not what we want to do. Here we go. We have a premium program, which is what you need if you're looking primarily for mentoring. And in the premium program, you can pretty much come talk to me every week. And we have in there, we have whether you call it strategy consulting, mentoring, coaching, whatever you call it, but it is interactive discussions and advising through this online method. And it's coupled with a very powerful curriculum. So there's a lot of things that you're going to need to learn in each of these things that you're going to need to learn about go-to-market strategy. You're going to need to learn about investors. You're going to need to learn various kinds of things as we go through this process. And I will tell you, oh, go look at that module of the curriculum, go study that, go study this. And that's all going to be available to you as part of the premium program as well. So it's the combination of roundtable mentoring and, these are private roundtables that you're going to be attending. Roundtable mentoring and curriculum is how we do the...
Can I ask a quick question, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So I was seeing somewhere that you have also mentored Freshdesk.
Yeah.
So I please add a couple of your experience on that side also, because that's a kind of path that we want to follow. So yeah, thank you.
What is the specific question? Freshworks
Specific
was in
question
the
is like,
hold on. Let me finish. Freshworks was in the program. It was at that time Freshdesk,
right,
for
Freshdesk.
its first 3 years of its existence. So 2011, 12, and 13, Freshworks was in the program, and we did not go to raise money right away. We waited to get the company fully validated. But it ended up raising a humongous amount of money. It ended up raising more than $250 million. Now, I may be wrong, but I don't think your company is going to be on a trajectory of that level of fast growth. But we will find that out as you start closing these deals. We will have to understand what is the velocity of your company. Velocity of customer acquisition, sales cycle, these are the things that determine whether you can get to a venture scale growth. Venture scale growth means from the time you enter the venture timeline, you're going to have to do 3x the first at least 2 years, and then 2x thereafter for the next let's say 5 years. So in the 5 to 7 year time frame, you're going to have to go from 0 or let's say 1 million to $100 million. That is the trajectory of a venture funded company. So if you want to raise money from venture capitalists, which is what Freshworks did, venture capitalists, we have to convince venture capitalists that you have the ability to grow at that kind of pace. And that's what we're going to need to work on. And I will advise you on all of those pieces, elements of what we call getting to fundability. At the moment, what you have, you don't have all these things fleshed out. So we don't really know what is the sales cycle of, let's say you have a very interesting thing happening that banks are willing to pay for school ERP. This is very interesting. So there are things that we could do. Interestingly, there are things that we could do here that that will help us validate what is the sales cycle of that and what does it require. And you rightly pointed out, the sales force of the bank doesn't really know how to sell your software. So you've done an umbrella deal with the bank at a high level, but to get that to filter down into the bank's sales force, this is going to take work. And we need to figure out how to make that happen and what kind of sales cycle can you get to that can give you potentially high velocity growth. It is not a given. The fact that you have taken 10 years to get to 6.5 crore, VCs are going to question, does this company even have the ability to go to, $100 million in 5-7 years? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Probably, one of the things that I would definitely like to know more about that. Why do you think that we
Maureen,
cannot?
you need to mute your line. You're streaming your voice into the conference. Go ahead.
I just wrote this question about what make you really think about Vedanta cannot be grow at the same pace which Fresh Test did. I mean, I understand one aspect which you say that we've taken a long time after registration in the company, but I think probably if I say that correctly, and if I look at my books, we basically 5 years is the actual operations, right? Because
but in 5 years, investors expect you to go to, in 5 to 7 years, investors expect you to go to $100 million. You have gone to 6.5 crores in 5 years.
But I agree with that. But at the same time, I think most of the time was primarily, building the product, validating the product.
It doesn't matter. My point is, investors are going to question your ability to grow fast because you have not shown any evidence of growing fast. So we have to create. Hold on, listen to me. Try to listen. If you don't listen, then don't join the program. We are not going to be able to work together.
Sure. I'm all ears.
So you have to, this is one of the things that happens with bootstrap companies, is that you're suddenly trying to change mode from slow growth to fast growth, linear growth to exponential growth. And you're going to attract investors, you're going to have to establish that you can do that. And there are definite reasons why, or definite levers that you're pushing with which you can grow fast. And that is called fundability, getting to fundability. Right now, with what you have in your slide deck, if we send you to investors are going to reject you. So we have to create the ammunition with which to convince investors that yes, this company can accelerate, and this is why this company can now accelerate. And I think what you're saying about this bank go-to-market strategy could be it, but we need to validate that strategy and understand how to make that strategy go fast. Because if you're going to have to train all these bank salespeople, and that is a very slow process, then it's not going to accelerate that much. It's going to continue to be a slow growth business, linear business. There's nothing wrong with that. You can continue to be a linear business, a profitable linear business. You can become $1 million, $10 million company, but it will take you time, and that's fine. But if you want to become a $100 million company in 5 to 7 years, that is a very different trajectory. Okay, so the way we can work with you to help you get there is through the premium program. You need to join the premium program, and we will start working on it. That's what, so for the others who are listening, if you want to learn curriculum material, you can do that through 1M Basic as well. Premium is $1,000 a year, basic is $99 a month. And then go to the website, look at what to expect from premium, what to expect from basic. Some people look for one-on-one consulting. We have that, but it's much more expensive. It's $1,000 an hour. So keep going. We have those of you who have not pitched yet in the free roundtables and would like to have a slot. There are roundtables pretty much every week, and you can definitely come to one of them and book a slot. We will work with you and we'll figure out what we can do to help you. If you have questions about the program after this, you can ask Irina at 1mby1m.com. Irina Patterson is on our team. And that is all. If there's any other questions, we do have time to take more questions. Please feel free to ask through public chat, through your computer, anything is fine. Rajesh, Sumitha, if you have questions, feel free to ask more questions. Jishan is gone. All right. If you don't have questions, then I will adjourn.
Sorry, I have one question.
Yes.
Yes, you had told me that we have to work on the market sizing. Could you please tell me how can we do that?
You need to go learn how to do bottom-up market sizing. One way to do that is we have a Udemy course that you can learn how to do bottom-up market sizing from. Maureen, could you give her a coupon link to the Udemy market sizing course so that she can pick that up? She'll give you a discount coupon through which you can enroll.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Who else? Rajesh, did I answer all your questions? Do you have any other question?
No, I think I'm good. I think I liked what you said, and on definitely we would be looking forward. I'll discuss with my partner, and one question I would probably ask is, like, if we go with the premium program, is there a fixed number of hours in that also? So in
No,
one
there isn't. There isn't.
Okay.
It happens weekly. Roundtables happen every week, every Wednesday morning, our time, Wednesday evening, your time. So
Okay.
you can come to as many of those as you need to. People normally come, we discuss some things, we discuss some strategies, and they have to go away and implement that, or they have to go away and study something. So, you know, it's not like you're going to constantly be at the roundtables and discussing, but the more you can utilize those roundtables and curriculum and so forth, that's how you make progress. The more you can utilize those, the better progress you're going to make.
So typically, what do you think that how much time we need to set aside per week for that? Like how much time do you think I need to sort of put aside to do these exercise, and and also, is it going to be some one-on-one also, like
we're gonna exactly what you experienced here is the format. It's roundtable for members only roundtables, but I'll be working with you on your project. So that's the one-on-one. It's not one-on-one private coaching. That's $1,000 an hour.
Okay, understood. Right. And when you said that, you would be helping us to strategize and also helping us with connect and introduction with few investors, or would it
I will
be...
introduce you to investors if you become fundable.
Okay.
As it stands, I cannot send you to investors.
That's
My
okay.
investors are not going to work.
This, I
Right.
agree
So you have
with
to
that.
work with You have to work with me, and if we can get to fundability, then I have the investors to introduce you to, no problem.
Okay.
I have a
Understood.
very extensive network of investors. That's no problem. But we have to
Understood.
get you to fundability.
No, I agree with that, and I think that seems like quite a learning, a
You will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. You will
We'll
learn
have
a
to.
lot. And the fact that you are a technical founder trying to learn the business aspects, this is something we do very well. We have a vast number of technical founders who are trying to learn business for 15 years now. So we have very good experience of teaching. The curriculum is extremely powerful. So,
Awesome.
what I would suggest is set some time aside, every week to do some amount of curriculum work, some amount of what you come and discuss with me, what I ask you to do. Set some time aside to do. And you can do it at your own pace, whether it's 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week, 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week. It really is up to you. This program is self-paced. It's not a cohort-based 3-month sprint that you put all your energy in it. This is, people are running businesses, people are doing their own thing. Some people are, doing 1M1M while still working a job. So it's completely self-paced. You do it at your pace.
Right. I think we both founders, Nisha and me, would be happy to do those work, and let's see.
Excellent. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much. Same here, and thanks so much for your guidance and time.
You're very welcome. Anybody else? All right, I'm going to adjourn, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.